today we are doing a regular character from Humongous Entertainment. And this time we are doing a Pajama Sam character, and it will be Carrot.
And yes, that is his name.
We checked. He has no regular name like Steve.
Nope.
So you will refer to him as Carrot. We don't really have much on his background other than he sounds and kind of looks like a hippie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And, you know, he was leading a food rebellion against darkness in the land of darkness.
And then
he pops up in other games doing pretty important work. Like in the second one, which is
Thunder and lightning aren't so frightening.
Yes, he's trying to infiltrate the weather factory, and he winds up leading the board, which
not what he planned.
No, but he likes it and he does good work, so, you know, huzzah.
And then we see him again in You Are What You Eat From Your Head to Your Feet,
where he's trying to prevent a war between the food groups.
Yes, because
and
that
always
was
telling the general, no war, peace.
So yeah, again, kind of a hippie.
But not like in your face annoying about it, so that's a good thing. So we first meet him in Land of Darkness, Pajama Sam 1, in one of the playthroughs, because he doesn't show up in every game. The only game, well, he doesn't show up in the fourth game, but that's considered the weakest game, and many people ignore it exists. But of the 4 Pajama Sam games, he only always shows up in the third one. In the first 2, he shows up in some of the playthroughs, but not all of them. Like in Land of Darkness, he shows up in one of the playthroughs where he has your missing mask. You find him in the garden by the wishing well. The mask is on one of the carrots. You click on it to get it, and he's like, no, I need this mask. So you help him spring the other carrots from the fridge in Darkness's kitchen, and that's it. And then in the second one, as I previously said, he's trying to sneak into the factory. I don't remember what for. But
I can't remember off the top of my head either, but he ends up...
And then he just comes with you, and this is when one of the weather instruments you're trying to retrieve somehow got behind the locked bathroom door and can't get out. So you have to get the key, which requires joining the board, and it's a whole big song and dance. And that's the playthrough he shows up in, and then he's always there in the third game. So that's pretty much his backstory.
Yes. So, I guess that brings us to our next point. Does he work as a character?
Well, yeah, he's fun. I like it when he shows up.
I mean, and he's a talking carrot. That's very amusing when you think about it, especially to a young child.
He has a goatee, which is an interesting artistic choice. Because, you know, he's a carrot. They don't normally grow leaves anywhere but maybe at the top.
But yeah, a carrot with a goatee. A very amusing concept.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Dragon!
What? These are good for you.
We're talking about the carrot.
Oh.
You're murdering his people!
They're not alive.
That's a good point. Give me a carrot.
See? So
Eat your vegetables, kids.
Seriously?
What?
So what else do we got?
So, I mean, like Dragon just said, and I agree with it, there's nothing really to hate about him. I mean, he's funny, he has a goatee, which is an interesting concept, like she said. And he's helpful, and I kind of like that he's a bit of a hippie because looking back at it now, a child probably wouldn't understand it after recently playing the
We
game.
have a visitor.
Hi, Cody. It is very funny to imagine a carrot that's a hippie.
Hmm.
So does he work as a character in that regards? Yes, because he's not boring, he's amusing, he still plays a part in the plot, so there's nothing about him that really doesn't work as a character in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which brings us
And
to...
he helps along the plot. It's not like he's a distraction.
Mm-hmm. So that brings us to our next point. Does he fit in his universe?
Well, yeah, in a universe where there are talking and living inanimate objects and food, talking parrot fits right in.
Yes.
Cody likes carrots too. Give him some.
Dogs need to improve their eyesight too.
So, and as we said in our previous video with Freddy Fish, this universe also contains a wide variety of people. You know, there are saints and there are jerks.
Mm-hmm. And he's
So-
definitely not a jerk.
Well, yeah, but it's hard not to fit in the universe personality-wise when there's such a wide variety.
That's a very good point.
So,
So in a world full of inanimate objects, like we said, it's hard not to fit in.
I mean, even the people characters look weird. Sam is blue.
Yes, tiny and blue.
Well, of course he's tiny, he's a kid.
Right.
But he's blue and like his hair and his skin are the same. He's shading wise, so they all look kind of weird. So yeah.
So yeah, not out of place. And that brings us to our final point. Do we like him?
In preparation for these videos, as we mentioned previously, we played some of the games. I don't know. So, when we were playing Pajama Sam, and we played The Land of Darkness, the first game in that series, Carrot showed up in our run-through of it, and I said, like, the biggest yes ever.
She did.
She laughed at me. I said some things in return I should not repeat.
But me, I was just thinking, wow, I forgot. A talking carrot.
Well, I was hoping he'd show up in at least one of our non-game 3 runs. So, he did. He did not show up when we were playing number 2, though. So I was sad when he didn't show up in our playthrough of number 2, but, you know, we have, like, only a certain percentage of a chance, so, and we got him in number 1, so I was expecting that. But, so we did that, and I like it when he shows up, because it's nice that, you know, especially with a reoccurring character, there's someone who knows and respects Sam, because he does a lot. What are you doing?
Sorry, Cody's hypnotized.
He thinks you're gonna give him a carrot. Stop teasing him.
Sorry, Cody.
That's mean. You're mean to my dog.
I'm sorry, Cody.
He just wants a carrot. Not too much to ask for. Sorry, I like my cute baby dogs. They're cute.
There, he has a carrot.
Yes. He's happy about that. So that's my opinion of carrot. What is yours?
Well, like I've said,
Move the
There-
bag.
no Cody. Sorry, the dog really likes carrots.
It's food. He thinks any food within reach belongs to him.
Right.
So yeah.
But there's not a lot to hate about him. He's a generally good person, he's funny, and like Dragon just said, he's very respectful to Sam because there are a few little tiny characters throughout the game who might be a little bit meaner to him.
Because he's just a kid, but he's nice, they're friends, and there's a lot of respect on both ends. So,
Which is very good coming from a children's game.
And that's nice, especially coming from a character, who shows up so much.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's about it for this one.
Yep. So thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video, where we will be moving on to an antagonist.
Yep. So hope you have fun with that one. We know we will.
Yep.
Bye.